Before you go for another goal, before you spend your day with doing and then stop for a moment, because sometimes the most important question isn't what's next, but why. This is the story of a man who walked away from everything to find the one thing that truly matters. What is the true goal of my life? There comes a moment in life when the noise of the world begins to feel very heavy, when success doesn't satisfy you, when stuff does not seem enough, when the days blur together, and deep inside a quiet voice begins to whisper, "Do I have everything? What is the true goal of my life?" Aaron was a man like many of us, ambitious, skilled, always challenging the next goal. He had the job, the praise, the comfort, but late at night, when the world slept, he'd lie awake, wondering why it all wasn't enough for him. He laughed at first, calling it exhaustion, but the question wouldn't go away. It came back every morning, echoing in his mind like a forgotten promise. One day, without explanation, he packed a small bag and left. Not out of anger, not out of fear, but out of longing. He walked away from the city, from the deadlines, the expectations, the noise, into the mountains, where time moved slower and silence spoke louder. He walked for days, sleeping under stars, listening to winds, watching that the whole nature's rhythm go by without asking or chasing for anything. On the seventh day, he arrived at a temple hidden in the mountains. There, an old monk was sweeping leaves from the stone path, his motions slow and peaceful, like he had all the time in the world. Aaron approached and asked, "Please tell me. I've been searching for meaning. What is the real goal of life?" The monk looked up, eyes twinkling with quiet joy. He didn't answer right away. He set the broom aside, sat down, and gestured for Aaron to sit beside him. "Monk," gentle, wise voice, "you've come far," he said. "But the real journey is not in distance. It is from the mind to the heart. The goal of life is not to become important, but to become real, to learn to live, not just exist. It is to grow, not only in years, but in understanding. To love, not to own, but to care deeply. To serve, not out of duty, but from joy. To seek peace, not in faraway places, but in the silence between your own breaths." He paused, then added softly, "You see, life is not a question to answer. It is a song to sing, a path to walk with open eyes, open hands, and an open heart." Aaron stayed at the temple for a time, not because he found an answer, but because he stopped needing one. He learned to listen without rushing, to help without expecting, to breathe without chasing, and slowly something changed. He returned to his village months later. Nothing around him had changed. The streets, the people, the work, it was all the same. But he was not the same. He smiled more. He judged less. He carried peace like a quiet lantern in the dark. He had discovered what many never do, that the true goal of life is not something you get, it is someone you become. So now I ask you, what are you chasing? And who are you becoming? Because in the end, the measure of life won't be what we built, but what we became. Be quiet, be kind, be present, and let your life become your answer. The true goal of life is not found in the world's noise, but in the voice of your own heart. If this story inspired you for something in you, take a breath, look within, and begin your journey, one mindful step at a time.